In the 17th century, deep in the heart of an ancient forest, a girl named Elara wandered through the dense woods at midnight. She had ventured too far from her village, chasing a strange light that danced between the trees. The deeper she went, the thicker the mist became, swirling around her ankles like ghostly fingers. The moon barely pierced the tangled branches overhead, casting twisted shadows that seemed to move on their own. Alara's breath quickened as she realized she was lost. The forest was eerily silent, except for the occasional snap of twigs in the distance. She turned around, hoping to retrace her steps, but every tree looked the same. Panic gnawed at her, but she continued forward, hoping to find the path that would lead her home. Suddenly, she heard a faint whisper, soft but distinct. It was calling her name, Elara dot dot dot. The voice was hollow, as if it was coming from deep within the earth. She froze, her heart pounding in her chest. The whisper grew louder, closer, until it felt like it was right behind her. She spun around, but there was nothing, just the thick mist creeping closer. A flicker of movement caught her eye, and she saw a figure standing between the trees. It was a girl about her age, with long, dark hair covering her face. She was dressed in an old, tattered gown, her hands outstretched. Elara dot 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 double quotes, the girl whispered again, her voice now filled with a strange, desperate longing. Elara backed away, her feet stumbling over roots and rocks. She turned to run, but the forest seemed to shift around her. Trees closed in, branches reached out like claws, and the mist thickened into a suffocating blanket. The whispers multiply, growing into a cacophony of voices, all calling her name, all begging her to stay. She tried to scream, but the forest swallowed her voice. The last thing she saw before the darkness consumed her was the pale, hollow-eyed girl standing over her, whispering her name one final time, and then silence. In the village, they say Elara was never found, but on quiet, moonless nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear the whispers of her name carried by the wind.